The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home.
Hey, good evening,
GA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking. More ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Fox, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Fox against Morant. The pass to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And finished off by Morant.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Fox against Morant. Fox dishes to Bagley. Banked in off the glass.
And this is Fox's role. He's the floor general for this team, and that includes setting his guys up.
Brooks with the bounce pass. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Bjelica with the bucket.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
And they double up Morant to the inside. Valanciunas.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Down low. And finished off by Bagley. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Morant outside. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Bjelica.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for his shot. He enjoys getting into the open teammate.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Morant passes to Gutteridge. Misses off the right iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And Let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
This is the attitude Parker plays with, someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Brooks right side. Pass to Valanciunas and stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. And it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, on the passing end of so many of these, this time Fox is set up for the finish and he can fly.
It's deflected and stolen by Barnes. And now the Kings fast break. Giles leading the charge.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Morant missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Barnes kicks to Fox. 11 seconds left in the first quarter.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Valanciunas, good.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
And so it's Sacramento in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant now in at the guard spots. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young giant.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Joseph, the pass to Bielitz, and the rejection by Jackson. To the middle, Winslow finds Valanciunas.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
It's Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa.
Such a savvy player. I mean, in transition, Bielitsa has a keen sense for where he should run to.
Now, here's Morant for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now, Sacramento takes it the other way. Joseph, the pass to Bagley. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Kings have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And a change for Sacramento. Bogdanovich is checked in. To the paint, here's Bagley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bagley's got the lead up to 12 now for Sacramento. Here's Clark. And he lays it straight in.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. He kicks it to Bagley. Jones in the post. He's covered by Joseph. Second shot opportunity. And the basket by Jones.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Pass to Bielitsa. Jacks up a three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from Clark. Sacramento leading by 8. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovich is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
Milton passes to Anderson. Poked away. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And finished off by Bagley.
An excellent finisher on those lob passes. If Bagley can get his hands to it, he will throw it down.
Milton passes to Anderson. He feeds it to Clark. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Here's Fox. Yes, that goes in. Fox has got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Anderson.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
Healed outside. The kick out to Barnes. Inside, here's Giles. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Fox against Jones. Here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fox kicks to Giles. Again, Sacramento.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 14. Gutteridge, the pass to Anderson. Here's Gutteridge. Brooks outside. From the arc.
Oh, he's such a strong, versatile defender. I mean,
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first and quite possibly the fastest player in the league, De'Aaron Fox, is a budding. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And finished off by Bagley. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Brooks with the bounce pass. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. No coverage that time. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. Substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Elitsa. Here's Bagley. The dunk and the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Clark, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Parker's checked in for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Joseph. Here's Fox, here's Giles, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Passes it to Melton. Off target from three-point range. Kings leading now by 13. Three-pointer heel. Giles. It's good on the putback.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Gutteridge. Now the pass to Melton. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And a change for Sacramento. Barnes is checked in. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. They need this. It's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's stolen by Valanciunas.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And it's Memphis on the break. Deflects the pass. Fox with the steal. That shot off. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Fox. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And that one, good.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Sacramento leading by 13. Fox passes to Barnes. Back to Fox. Here's Bagley. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And finished off by Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Winslow against Fox.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Grizzly shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Jackson misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Healed against Morant. To the paint, it's Bielitsa over Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Crafty player. I like whenever Bielitsa tries to score and draws the D's attention.
Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Just 2 to shoot. Fox. Sacramento again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 15. It's Jackson with the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Pass to Bielitsa. No one near him. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. No good from Valanciunas. Kings leading now by 13. Outside Bogdanovich. Morant against Barnes. Right side Bagley. Bogdanovich looking around. The layup off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Bielitsa with the bucket, and the Kings lead by 12.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one. Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. And here's Barnes for three. And Valanciunas pulls it down. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Back to Bogdanovich from deep. Drops in the tray.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Kings.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Marvin Bagley.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Bogdanovich finds Barnes. Bagley against Valanciunas. Barnes outside. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Lobbed up there for Clark. And Memphis with another turnover here.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Here's Brewer. And the miss. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This is an aerial view of our location, and nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. And the starting group for the Spurs. Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Lyles. And stolen by Bielitsa. To the inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through it.
Now here's Murray. And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Bielitsa inside. Covered by Lyles. Fox goes in. Back to Bielitsa. Bogdanovich inside. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Clock at 4. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Here's Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Bagley with the bucket.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Murray outside. Off target from outside. For Sacramento, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Bogdanovich finds Bagley. Now Fox. Loud pass.
Get it! What a throw down there. Man.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
And the pass to Aldridge. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Bagley. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Murray against Barnes. To the middle. And finished off by DeRozan. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Fields checked in. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
Now here's Hield, guarded closely. White against Bazemore.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And Mills kicks to White. Back to Mills, beyond the arc. Bagley with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Mills passes to Purdy. 3 that time from Bagley.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gay with no one around. San Antonio again missing. He got it up. And that one is off. And so it's Sacramento up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Marvin Bagley is out there with Jabari Parker, and it's Bazemore at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Kings leading now by 12.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Here's White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
Joseph looking around. Hield kicks to Bagley. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Down low. Oh, the lob to Parker. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Count it. Walker's got his first bucket in this one. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Spurs trail by 10. Gay outside. Feeds it to Pirtle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Boy, I like the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame. So skilled in how he earns calls, draws fouls on his way up with the shot.
The first one falls.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick-and-roll action now, too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray showing you he can play above the rim. This guy's got major bounce as he punched that one down.
Unstolen by Aldridge. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Fox against Aldridge. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Trey Lyles checked in for the Spurs. Giles the pass to Fox. Now here's Bielitsa. Barnes outside. Shoots over DeRozan. Again the miss by the Kings.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
And Fox is right there.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Spurs also with the sub. Mills, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Offline with his three. DeRozan scanning the floor. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
The wide open look here for Fox. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And, you know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
And Bazemore kicks to Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings. And here are the Spurs. They're on an 18-4 run right now. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fox finds Bazemore. The shot that time not on target. Aldridge with some nice D. For the finish. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
A three from Bielitsa. Oh, and he nails it just. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for San Antonio.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A big night so far for DeJounte Murray. He had 12 points, 2 assists.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
DeRozan passes to Forbes. And he makes that one. And the Spurs lead by 1. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Murray for three. Aldridge finds Murray. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, you look at that situation. He thought he could keep Murray from converting if he got physical with him. You better think again.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Got a piece of it.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end. And you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Good work there as it goes.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Parker. Hield outside. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Off target with his three. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. The lead is 2. Outside for Murray. They grab their own miss. Pirtle. Parker with the steal. Bogdanovich against Bellinelli. To the wing right side. Here's Hield. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Walker's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. Then for the Spurs, Derek White's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for Bellinelli. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Now, here's Fox, covered by Mills. Here's Giles, and it's good, 2 points. Giles has got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. Back to Fox. 35 seconds left in the third. Giles kicks it to Bazemore. That one's not going to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Lobs it up there for White. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Good D by Parker. And it's Hield off the drive. Pass to Giles. Bazemore for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's San Antonio leading by just 2. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Fox in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. It's stolen by Hield. Barnes kicks to Fox. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
On the wing, Hield. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Got a piece of it. DeRozan passes to Lyles. Bagley with the block. And now Sacramento on the break. Fox leading the charge.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Lyles kicks to Forbes. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Bagley. 2 on the clock. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A pass to Fox. On the wing, Barnes. He feeds it to Hield. And the basket is good. And the Kings lead by 4.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan's going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Barnes finds Bielitsa. They get it again. Bagley, good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line.
Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Forbes. And it's off from 3-point range. Kings leading now by 4. The pass to Barnes. Dishes it to Bagley. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. The feed to Hield. And stolen by White. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Turning up the temperature on his intensity that time. DeRozan getting it done in the big-time moments.
Bagley in the post, covered by Lyles. Hield outside, and Bielitsa has it in the corner. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Bagley, no good. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, I tell you what, guys, there's so many different ways DeRozan can beat you. When he's hot, he's a problem.
Fox passes to Bagley. Hield outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Kings. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bielitsa inside. Lyles there. Bogdanovich, no luck. It's stolen by Bagley. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Outside, Fox. Passes to Bagley. And finds Bogdanovich in the corner. Feeds to Barnes. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Right side, DeRozan. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Boy, for a player who can be a one-man offense, DeRozan's got plenty in his passing game skill set, too.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. Fields checked in. And stolen by Murray. Yes!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
So it's Sacramento. Right side, Fox. It falls!
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Buries the triple!
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Right side, Fox. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's San Antonio who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. There it is, maybe the most famous. Now it's ended down today.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Murray against Morant. 5 on the clock. Top of the key. Murray, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Now the pass to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Winslow's shot is off. And here are the Spurs. DeRozan finds Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. Murray against Morant. Murray surveying the D. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant dishes to Jackson. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Aldridge against Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Morant. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Beyond the arc. Murray, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Jackson. Winslow with it. Passes it to Brooks. Jackson against Lyles. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one. Yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Now here's Anderson. The game now all time.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Mills. Knocked away. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Clark.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Gay. Pass to Purdy. Over Clark. Shots good by Mills.
What vision from Purdy, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Back to Anderson. Feeds to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the technical free throw is good. San Antonio making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Gutterich. And again, Memphis no good. San Antonio trailing here. Off pass to Gay. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pirtle kicks to Bellinelli. Gay outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And it's Clark with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. At the end of one, a closely contested. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. You've got Brandon Clark. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the small forward.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The pass to Pirtle. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. No good. Shot missing. Pull-up jumper. DeRozan with the rebound. Gay scanning the floor. DeRozan on the wing. Kicks it out to Gay. From 13. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. Spurs trail by 7. Here's DeRozan. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Miles checked in for Gay. Bryn Forbes comes in for Walker. And Murray subbed in for White. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And Winslow subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Murray against Morant.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Puts up a 3. DeRozan with the rebound. The Spurs have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. In the corner, Murray with it. Goes up the baseline. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Brooks with no one around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Aldridge, the pass to Murray.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
Jackson gets the bucket. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. 7-point differential. .152 left now here in the second. Here's Forbes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
John Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
Murray outside. Here's the lob to Aldridge.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant with it, picked up by Aldridge. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Murray. Aldridge trying to break free. Murray, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Winslow. Left side Jackson. The three from Morant. Morant with another miss. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Lyles. The feed now to Aldridge. Morant against Murray. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Lonnie Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Morant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Back to Mills. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. They controlled the second quarter for the most part, and they were able to grow their lead to 11 at halftime. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Lyles out there with DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's DeRozan. The putback, and Murray with the second chance points.
One of Murray's weapons showing up there, that crazy long wingspan.
Morant against Murray. Morant passes to Jackson. Kicks to Winslow. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 6 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Aldridge inside. Valanciunas is there. Aldridge's shot is good.
Dominating on the interior. Aldridge has the height and knows how to use his body to create space.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Morant outside. Brooks outside. Shoots from the line. No good on that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And here is Wiles. He kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Aldridge left side. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Aldridge dishes to Murray. Nine feet out, and he drops that one in. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Morant looking around. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Morant. The tray. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Winslow. The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. San Antonio shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Aldridge's shot is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Jones against Aldridge. Clark outside. The 10-footer. The shot, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Tyus Jones. Brandon Clark is out there with Anderson. And it's Gutterich in at the three, the small forward. Anderson passes to Clark. Rebound, San Antonio. Now Bellinelli. Lob pass to Gay.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Memphis leading by 10. Jones dishes to Anderson. There's the pass to Melton. On its way from Clark for two. Mills with the rebound. And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. To the middle. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Here's Jones. Here's Clark. The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs trail by 8. Mills looking it over. Here's the step back. It's stolen. Outside, Jones. Here's Melton. Knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Memphis also making a switch. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. Now, here's Mills. Dishes to Walker. Trying to find Mills. Gets it to him. Pirtle. It's good on the putback.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Valanciunas inside. Covered by Mills. Valanciunas, good.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Mills with it. Pass to White, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Pirtle. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. And here's Morant. Brooks right side. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson kicks to Morant. That three off the mark. Spurs trail by 8. Murray for 3. They get it back. And no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Got a piece of it. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. Valanciunas inside. Lyles there. The Grizzlies with another miss. For the Spurs, this one's not looking good. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Morant outside. Valanciunas against Lyles. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. White with it. He's picked up by Brooks from the baseline. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Loads it up there for Morant. Trying to end the drought. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by White.
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that make. Huge shot.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Passes it to Morant. Jackson against White.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
To the inside. Outside for Murray. To the paint. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A truly gutsy performance. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. is an aerial view of our location and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Bagley. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
The Grizzlies on offense.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or in their primes John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. He's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is. Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. That shot off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Inside, here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Here's Fox, and he banks in the layup. Fox has got 6 points.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
It's tipped. Brooks kicks to Morant. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, this is where we talk about Morant's versatility. He can work off the ball because he's worked so hard on that jumper.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Back to Bielitsa. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Over Fox. And it's Morant missing.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Barnes passes to Bielitsa. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Fox with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. And it's Fox with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And that one's good. Morant. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Here's Morant. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. And that one's good. Morant's got 7.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Bagley. Grizzlies with the rebound. And it's Memphis on the break. Brooks has got the ball. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
What a move from Winslow. Definitely gets slapped, still muscles up the shot, and it goes.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Parker outside. Pass to Giles. Slam And home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he makes good on the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
19 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Melton. That's tipped.
Just terrific D by Bazemore, really clamping down on his man and giving no room to get that shot off.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And here's Bazemore.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 8. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Tyus Jones. Anderson is out there with Clark. And it's Gutteridge in at the small forward position. Melton, no good. Kings leading now by 8. Healed the pass to Giles. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. He can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end. Now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Come get it, come get it.
Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton, covered by Hield. Melton's shot is good.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Passes it to Joseph. The pass to Giles. Again, Sacramento.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break champs. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Bazemore has been in this league long enough to know you can't go in there soft, so he's going to get through that contact and get to the line.
And stolen by Bazemore. Here's Joseph. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need them.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside Jackson. Morant outside. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Kings making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Morant finds Valanciunas. There's the lob to Jackson.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Fox against Morant. Fox passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Morant, the bounce pass. Valanciunas dishes to Brooks. No good on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Morant. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. Brooks on the double team. Back to Bagley. Poked away. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Floats it up there for Morant. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Bogdanovich gets that steal, and now they're off to the races.
Morant outside. At the elbow, it's Jackson. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in command with the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 10 points, 2. Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there at Bialitz, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Just 3 to shoot, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Bogdanovich finds Fox. Back to Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
He gets it in there.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
And finished off by Bagley.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Allen passes to Valanciunas. To the paint. Jackson down low. He's covered by Bielitsa.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside, Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Bagley. Stolen by Winslow. Over in the corner, Allen. Memphis moving that ball around. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past graph, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
The Grizzlies have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Here's Joseph. He gets that one. And the Kings lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, Jones. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Holmes with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Oh, Hield in position. Tries to keep it alive. Outside, Jones to the inside. And it's Holmes off the drive. And Holmes throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Down low. Here's Jang. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jang's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Right wing. Giles kicks to Joseph. On the wing, Hield. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Joseph. To the right side. Parker passes to Bazemore. Can't hit from in close.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Parker right side. Hield outside. From outside off the mark. And so it's Sacramento feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard. Here's Morant. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Bagley dishes to Heel. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Bagley, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Brooks with the bounce pass. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound by the Kings. And here we go. Loud pass to Bagley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
It's Bielitsa, and the layup is good. And the Kings lead by 20.
How about Bielitsa as the Yugoslavian finds a way to get inside the score?
And finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. So there's more he could have done in this game for sure. Oh man, caution, flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. A nice finish there. Morant taking advantage of the defense. Someone actively looking to score whenever he can. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Barnes. 1:52 left in the game. Out to the wing. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. And Hield able to finish. Hield's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Kings.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Fox deciding where to go with it. Right wing. Launches a three, and Bielitsa hits from deep. And the Kings lead by 19.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Allen kicks to Jackson. Takes a three. Rebound by the Kings. Outside, Fox. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's an NBA afternoon game here up. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5. And for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Now here's Murray. The putback. And another shot. Lyles. Murray finds DeRozan. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Murray, no good.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Spurs have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Wide open look here for Murray. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Barnes against DeRozan. And that one's good. Barnes has got 6 points.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Forbes the pass to Lyles. Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Misses the 3. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fox passes to Bagley. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. In the dunk by Lyles.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Fox. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Off the left rim and out.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. DeRozan against Barnes. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Good on the bucket.
What a fiery competitor. I mean, it's evident that Fox loves taking on intense coverage and converting.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Murray. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between there.
Fox passes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer. And with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. It's tipped. Here's DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's an aggressive take there by DeRozan there. No doubt the coaches will appreciate his ability to attack the defense.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. San Antonio making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. So it's Sacramento now. Giles kicks to Joseph. Out to Parker. Back to Joseph. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Mills. It's White on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Hield. Shoots over White. No good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in San Antonio. After this break, we'll be back.
Never found my place in the crowd, so I stay from the crowd.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just the more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
Poeltl is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Mills in at the 5. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Gay. To the middle. A steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Hield. Finished off the break. Hield's got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Back to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Poeltl. Great positioning on the putback.
And Poeltl has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Now here's Joseph. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Giles. Count that one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 4. Bellinelli passes to Poeltl. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hield. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Walker's checked in for San Antonio. And the Kings also making a change. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Parker against Poeltl. Joseph, the pass to Holmes. 10 block. That one goes careening off the glass.
And you got to give appreciation to how Poeltl punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
To the inside. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Gay. Poeltl. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Poeltl's got 4 points this quarter.
Astonishing body control by Poeltl, just taking the hit head on and finishing through it all.
Parker passes to Holmes. Bazemore on the wing. To Holmes. And Poeltl sends it back. Here's White. And Bellinelli kicks to Poeltl. Back to Bellinelli. White drives in. Rebounded by Holmes. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Hield. Passes to Holmes. Parker against Poeltl. And that one's good. Parker.
And hey, that wasn't easy, but Parker was just committed to scoring no matter what.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the paint. Here's Pirtle. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Holmes down low. Light covering. Holmes can't get it to go in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Inside.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Parker passes to Holmes. Feeds it to Heel. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Pirtle. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Oh, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for his shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
Now here's Murray. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Walker kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. That one falls.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside, Fox. Here's Holmes. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Lyle. Outside, Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws come. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast. Tie game in San Antonio. We'll take a quick break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center position.
A versatile player. Bielitsa mainly excels at spacing the floor. He's a big man with range. He'll do whatever you ask of him.
Out to the right wing. Back to Murray. Here's Forbes. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. A 2-point game.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
And Sacramento has possession. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Lobbed up there for Fox. And that's going to be a travel.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Spurs shooting well, 50% from the floor. Aldridge against Bielitsa. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. It's stolen by Bagley. They're running. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 2.
Offensive rebounding is all about positioning and hustle. I mean, there, Bielitsa showed exactly how you get these additional opportunities.
Down low. And it's Aldridge missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Bagley with the bucket.
What a strong finish by Bagley. Getting physical to overcome the contact and get a shot.
To the wing on the left. Here's Aldridge. A three-pointer, no good. Kings leading now by 4. Loud pass to Bagley.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Over to the wing. Here's Forbes. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Murray dishes to DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Forbes can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 3. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. Over Murray. The shot from the low post is good. Fox has got his second basket of the game.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man. An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover.
And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something we can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Healed with the bucket.
I love seeing Hill shoot the 3-ball. He's a high percentage scorer from there, firing with ease.
Spurs trail by 8. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And the astonishing athleticism of Gay puts defenders in a bind. He knows how to get under their skin.
It's his first trip to the line.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Holmes checked in. Fox looking it over. Holmes, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. They trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Top pass to Gay, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Fox. Holmes wide open. He fires. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Kings lead by 6. Live from the... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Mills. Pirtle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio foul. They kick out to Hield. To the middle. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
That ties it up.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
It's White on the wing. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Hield with it. Here's Fox. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Oh, and look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Oh, the power on that prudent.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Fox passes to Bagley. To the paint. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Oh, the lob to DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Some solid defense from Aldridge. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For San Antonio, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Inside, Aldridge double-teamed. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. To the inside. It's stolen by Bagley.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Look at the fortitude on Barnes. They've got to give him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
Outside DeRozan. For 3, Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs. Fox passes to Bielitz. Barnes outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. And a fast break now for the Spurs. DeRozan finds Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. To the wing right side. Aldridge. Good. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
A proven commodity. Aldridge wants the ball during these moments. Loves being the guy to take that big shot.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Murray against Fox. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fox. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And guys, the plan's got to be here to pressure that inbound pass and try to come up with the steal. If that doesn't happen, then immediately foul and put them on the line.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Bielitsa. Can't knock in the 3. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, and a look at the starters for San Antonio, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the left wing. Aldridge left side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Have to D Aldridge up better than that. I mean, especially when he's roaming around this area of the floor.
Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Morant against Murray. Deep. That one, no good. And Memphis the other way now. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan surveying the D. Over Winslow. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Ball's knocked loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. San Antonio with the ball. Lyles passes to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. Murray for 3. Brooks grabs the board. Now the Grizzlies with it. Now here's Morant. And the pass to Valanciunas. There's the lob to Jackson. And Memphis with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Lyles. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, how about how vertical DeRozan gets? Robs the defense of a chance to contest, and the bench, they are absolutely loving that.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's White on the wing. Pass to Murray. Inside, stolen by Brooks. And stolen by Gay. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jackson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. Murray finds Gay. Back to Murray. 1:14 left in the first. Brooks grabs the board.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. That gives them the lead.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Basket good. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
Here's Gay. Offensive rebound. The shot comes out. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
19 seconds left here in the first quarter. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Out to the right wing. Walker in the post. Here's Mills. And that one released in time, but no good. It's a tie game in Memphis. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Melton, no good. So it's the Spurs now. Mills passes to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.
Clark against Pirtle. Pass to Jones. Anderson outside. Over Gay. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Anderson's got his first points in this one. San Antonio leading. Mills looking it over. Clark against Pirtle. Kicks it to Gay. On the wing, Bellinelli. Clock at 6. A pass to Gay. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Gutterich. Memphis the rebound. Back to Anderson. Now Clark. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mills. Feeds it to Gay. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Gay has made a great transformation over the years from a traditional wing to somebody who scores all over the court, including inside.
To the left side wing. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Down low. And finished off by Walker.
Nice ball movement on display there. Bellinelli, a decent passer, capable of connecting well with his teammates.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Anderson passes to Melton. And Pirtle pulls it down. San Antonio leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Mills can't hit. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
The Grizzlies with another miss. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Mills, that one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Clark. And again, unable to change momentum here. And now here comes Gay leading the break. Right side to Walker. To the middle, stolen by Anderson. Here's Melton, covered by Mills. It's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. Gay against Anderson. Gay kicks to Mills. Back to Gay. He feeds it to Pirtle, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pirtle's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside, Jones. Melton passes to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Pirtle against Clark. Pass to Melton. Here's Gutteridge. There's the 3. Melton, no good.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark.
Boy, that 7-foot frame of Pirtle.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point good.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio plays?
Well, it's a nice, patient offense they're running tonight. They're not forcing shots.
And that should do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, Miles out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Miles, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Spurs leading by 11. And there's the pass to Murray. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And here's Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 5.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Forbes dishes to Aldridge. To the paint. Here's Lyles. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The 3 from Morant. San Antonio with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And he gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Morant passes to Valanciunas and stolen by Aldridge. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Brooks. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles, and it's Lonnie Walker in for Murray. Here's Gay. In close, he hits it. Gay's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
No good from Clark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Inside, and Aldridge comes over to help. Morant with a wide-open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good. DeRozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Morant against White. Now the feed to Allen. Stolen by Gay. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum-level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here is Forbes. He kicks to White. Outside DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Birtle's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Anderson. Forbes with the rebound. White left side. DeRozan passes to White. Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Clark.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
White finds DeRozan. Here is Forbes. And good off the lead pass that time. Forbes has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Clark left side. Passes it to Gutteridge. Bobbed up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Pirtle. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Then for the Spurs, Lyle comes in for Pirtle, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Spurs leading by 21. Murray surveying the D. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Winslow. 6 to shoot. Leans from outside. Lyle's no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Right side, Jackson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh, my
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut
Wow.
for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gay.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Jones from outside. Tips it, but he stays with it.
And, you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on it.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And again, San Antonio turns it over. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Jones dishes to Jang. Out to the wing. Outside, Jones. From deep. He can't get that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.